Drop a comment right now. 100% for Caitlin.
Caitlin Clark's not a miracle worker.
Caitlin Clark is a superstar globally.
Caitlin Clark is the needle mover.
She is the needle mover.
She is the franchise player.
And she was the MVP.
She is the main draw.
She wasn't the one who was full sprinting down the court.
Caitlin Clark is the absolute difference maker for the Indiana Fever.
This wasn't just a loss. It was a meltdown. The Indiana Fever got humiliated by the Atlanta Dream, falling 77-58 in what's now officially their lowest scoring game of the season.
Final score of the game was 58-77, damn near 20-point loss, bro.
Percent from the field and 50% from three-point range.
But instead of designing an offense that lets her lead, White has done the exact opposite. Stripped the team of its speed, ignored its strengths, and let the season drift into mediocrity. And let's talk about the lineup decisions. Players like Lexi Hull played 32 minutes and scored 0 points.
Indiana Fever, Lexi just missed shots. It is what it is. Kelsey Mitchell went back to Arike Kelsey.
Others like Sydney Colson gave absolutely nothing on offense, but still stayed in the game far too long. Meanwhile, Ari McDonald, the only spark of life on the roster, keeps coming off the bench despite being the most productive player.
Ari McDonald once again came in and was a firecracker.
That's what happens when you remove the engine that drives the team. Fans are fed up, and they should be. One commenter said it best, without Caitlin, we're not a WNBA team. We're just people getting cardio. That's how bad it looked. And the worst part, you could see it on Caitlin's face. As the final buzzer sounded, cameras caught her expression, furious, frustrated, and done with excuses. She knows this team needs her, not just for scoring, but to keep the entire ship afloat. Because right now, it's sinking, fast.
Look at Caitlin right here. This was at the conclusion of the game. She looked pissed. I can't blame CC.
Let's talk about what's really fueling this disaster, coaching, or more accurately, the total absence of it. Since Stephanie White took over, the Fever have gone from fast-paced and promising to slow, confused, and completely directionless. It's almost like she inherited a Ferrari and started driving it like a tractor. This team was built for speed, built for tempo, and somehow she's managed to grind them into the ground. Without Caitlin Clark, the offense hasn't just slowed down, it's come to a crawl.
In this game,
she's leading the team in three-pointers made since joining. She's efficient, aggressive, and fearless. But still, she's not getting starter minutes. Why? Because the coaching is broken. The substitutions make no sense. The rotations are off. The game plans are stuck in slow motion. And when things spiral out of control, when the team goes 9 minutes without a bucket or gives up a 15-0 run, there's no timeout, no adjustment, just arms crossed on the sidelines like it's someone else's problem. This is a team that needs structure, it needs identity, but more than anything, it needs a coach who knows how to build around its star. Stephanie White is failing at all three.
Awful performance by the Indiana Fever. We got smacked.
Indiana Fever getting dismantled.
The Fever didn't even reach 60 points. Now that was embarrassing.
This game was so bad.
Very, very, very ugly. Very embarrassing.
Time to accept we are nothing without Caitlin Clark.
The Fever just got crushed and Caitlin Clark was fuming on the bench.
Fever fall 77-58 in their lowest scoring game of the season. Team was outscored 40.
Just to watch her play here.
This is great news for women's basketball, period.
WNBA rumors suggest Caitlin Clark will be among the first stars making $1 million annually. The most notable of which is, y'all already know who, the needle mover, Caitlin Clark.
So in 2024, she averaged 16.5 points per game, 4 assists, 5.5 rebounds. She shot 37% from the field and 31.8% from three. Now, if you look at her preseason in 2025, she only played 2 games in this preseason, and one was against that Brazilian national team. She played 21 minutes. She averaged 14.5 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds. She shot 52.5%.
2 fast break points. That's it. 2.
2 fast break points for the game. 2. You literally took the fastest team in the league and brought in a bunch of dinosaurs that can't run. We play slow as hell now.
The Dream had more fast break points in a single quarter than the Fever managed in the entire game. In fact, over the 4 games without Caitlin Clark, the Fever have totaled only 11 fast break points.
The Indiana Fever gave up 13 fast break points. They had 2 fast break points. So, since Caitlin Clark has been injured, Stephanie White has coached 4 games. They have totaled 11 fast break points.
11.
4 to 25 in the second half.
No fire, no fight, just a disaster.
For a professional basketball team to score 58 points is disgusting no matter who's on the court.
Caitlin Clark has to come back, bro. I cannot keep watching this team, bro.
This team looks completely lost without her.
We're no good, especially without Caitlin Clark. This team is no good. This team is buns.
Without Caitlin Clark,
is going to massively affect the WNBA.
I cannot keep watching this team try to play basketball without Caitlin Clark.
If you're 100% behind Caitlin and know she's the heart of this team, the Fever looked like they were just waiting for the clock to run out. Multiple voices in the community are now calling for White's seat to get hot. One creator even said, "I'd rather have Christy Sides back at this point. At least she knew Caitlin was the system." It's clear Stephanie White isn't adapting to her players. She's trying to force them into her outdated slow-motion system. And that's not just bad coaching, that's negligence. Caitlin Clark is a generational player. She's a leader, a floor general, a true quarterback.
Caitlin Clark is the GOAT.
She signed my jersey. So happy, I'm crying. I'm so happy. This is the best day ever.
Caitlin Clark effect.
The offense, non-existent. The energy, completely gone.
50 points. Everybody is getting a paycheck. Everybody is professionals getting paid to play basketball. We scored 50 points, bro. I gotta be honest with you. This is nasty. Stephanie White, what are you doing? Wake up. Wake up. What is this offense, bro? This is slow. Why are we playing so damn slow?
And here's the thing. They were tied 33-33 at halftime. That's right, the game was competitive until the second half, where the Fever got outscored 44-25. And they didn't mean that as a compliment. This isn't a grinded-out, defensive-minded roster. This is a team built to run, and Stephanie White refuses to let them.
Fever fall 77-58 in their lowest scoring game of the season. Oh my God. Team was outscored 44-25 in the second half.
The worst part? It's not just tactics, it's motivation. After getting outscored by 19 in the second half, there was no fire from the bench.
Stephanie White is not why the team lost this game. But by the way, they got into halftime 33-all in the most boring half of basketball in history.
No emotional lift, no adjustment. In the last 4 games coached by White without Caitlin, the Fever have totaled just 11 fast break points. 11. That's not just bad, it's unacceptable for a team that's supposed to thrive in transition.
clocking in for a game and clocking out. It looks like nobody practiced at all up into this game. It looks like nobody worked on any type of offensive scheme coming up into this game. It looked like nobody worked on any type of defensive scheme.
Stephanie White's game plan has been questioned from every angle. Fans, analysts, even former players are asking the same thing. What is this offense? The motion offense she claims she'd bring. It's non-existent. The plays are predictable. That's not a cold streak. That's collapse. With Caitlin Clark sidelined, the team played like they had no direction, no leader on the court, no rhythm, no urgency. Players were standing around waiting for someone to take over. But there was no Caitlin to ignite the offense, no Caitlin to drive the pace, hit the big shots, or make plays when it mattered.
We need Caitlin Clark, and we need her in the worst way. And I'm going to be honest, as great as the GOAT Caitlin Clark is, this ain't no championship team around her, bro.
And it showed. The stat that really tells the story, ISO ball, long twos, and missed opportunities. Where's the creativity? Where's the urgency? And where's the leadership on the sidelines when it's falling apart? Let's not forget the contrast here. Just one game before, assistant coach Austin Kelly took over coaching duties, and the team actually looked alive. The ball moved. Players ran. There was energy, spacing, tempo. It wasn't perfect, but it was basketball. Now, it looks like a scrimmage of strangers. One YouTuber said it best. Stephanie White turned the fastest team in the league into the 2004 Pistons.